This is a video essay on the fan effects on Japan Masked Idols. Table of contents. Context, introduction to Ado, fan effects and theories, interview and conclusion. Introduction. When looking at the Japan music industry, several of the top artists like Ado, Tsutomayo, Eve, Yama, and more do not show their faces, and instead they hire famous illustrators like Orihara for Ado and Hanabushi for Tsutomayo to illustrate a virtual avatar to portray their characters, which appears in their music video. These characters also sometimes portray different emotions of themselves. The idea of a virtual avatar is not new in Japan. Yamaha launched the first Vocaloid engine in 2003, but it wasn't until its successor, Vocaloid 2, which was released in 2007, that was the singing voice technology that received widespread attention. What sparked the change was Hatsune Miku, a character developed by Krypton Future Media Incorporated for the Vocaloid 2 engine. Personified as a virtual diva with sweet vocals, Hatsune Miku became a phenomenon that contributed to the rapid popularization of Vocaloid. The rise of social media and video sharing services such as Nico Nico fueled the movement by making it easier for creators to reach audience with their music. This is how Vocaloid music creators, dubbed Vocaloid P or Vocaloid producers by their fans, went on to dominate the charts with many hit songs. Think of it as having a virtual vocalist inside your computer, described Dai Ichikawa, who works on Vocaloid marketing. By inputting the melody and lyrics, you can make the computer sing a song for you. Using this software allows you to write vocal music without access to a studio. Conventional approaches to producing songs with lyrics involve more hurdles than one might expect. For example, your choosing of booking a studio or sourcing recording equipment might be limited due to financial or geographical restrictions. The biggest challenge for many is finding the right vocalist. Masafumi Yoshida, who is in charge of the product planning of Vocaloid, said that even if you can sing the song yourself, it can be difficult or hard to effectively record music at home. Getting someone else to sing is equally difficult, he says. You might struggle to articulate how exactly you want them to sing, or hesitate to ask for numerous takes. Vocaloid allows you to avoid these problems altogether. In short, Vocaloid can produce a sense of encouragement for anyone who wants to produce music with vocal parts, and it gives everyone a fair chance at song production. Being able to use a voice synthesizing program like Vocaloid allowed many producers in Japan to be able to produce music without the need of a singer, which bred a new strand of music. These new breed of producers allowed more amateur producers to produce high-quality music, with Vocaloid producers like Deco27, Kikuo Ayase, and more. Not to be confused with Vocaloid, the first VTuber, Kizune Ai, made her debut in late 2016, created by the company Active 8. Combined a 3D anime-style character with motion capture technology to create a virtual persona for their content. This innovative approach paved the way of a new wave of content creators who chose to interact with their audience through virtual avatars. VTubers operate on video streaming services like YouTube, Twitch, and more, and they stream anything ranging from karaoke, video game playthroughs, collaborations with other VTubers, model making, and basically anything. Viewers are able to support through super thanks, buying bits on Twitch with real money, or paying a premium subscription to access more exclusive and behind-the-scenes content. They also host in-person meetup, utilizing a motion capture device which captures their movement and expressions, and sometimes a voice-altering software to communicate with their fans. This VTuber phenomenon has also seen a shift into East Asia and the West, with the rise of more amateur freelance VTuber operating in the US, and the operation of Hololive Indonesia, as well as VShojo, an American talent agency that focuses on promoting VTuber content creator based in San Francisco. In recent years, many VTuber agencies has risen, the most popular being Hololive Production and Nijisanji. They manage VTubers by hosting collaborating events between different generations of VTubers, HoloFest concert that feature nearly all Hololive members, aside from ones that was recently debuted. Song selection contain a mix of cover songs as well as original, and every featured member have their own solo segment as well as group songs. The event would take place as a real venue with paid live stream as well as a free live preview on the Hololive main channel on YouTube. Ado, one of the top artists in Japan, started from being a utaite, or a internet cover singer on Nico Nico, the equivalent of YouTube in Japan. They usually cover songs from Vocaloid, anime, and game-related songs, which quickly resonated with the otaku subculture, and she started her career on Nico Nico in 2017 with a cover song Kimi no Talon. Ado. On October 23rd, the day before her 18th birthday, she released the single Usewa, written by the famous Vocaloid producer Sudo, which quickly reached 5 million views on YouTube by November 14th and ranked number 1 on Spotify Viral 50 Japan. 17th week on the chart, it has surpassed 100 million plays, tying with Kenshi Yonezu's Kanden, making it the 6th fastest song in history to reach 100 million views. In addition to Usewa, Gira Gira has also charted in the top 100 of the streaming song chart. My personal experience with Ado. I went to the first world tour, which from Ado in the UK stop, hosted in Troxy. I lined up from 11 AM for merch when the concert started at 8 PM. As I was lining up, I joined the Ado Hangout Discord channel, which consists of different channels, and one of them is for the London stop. There, I chatted away with various online strangers about what song we think she is going to perform and where the closest toilets are. I also saw people in the line handing out self-made cup coaster with the iconic Ado blue rose etched onto it, and I can clearly see the fandom's love and a sense of community. I was shocked to see Ado in person. She has always seemed so far away and unreachable. As a masked idol and someone that I have related a lot with her first debut single, Usewa, which resonated with me with not conforming with traditional societal rules like being an honor student, then finding a high-paying job and being worked as a slave. Ado's response to that is to tell them to shut up, and she thinks it's okay to think differently and it's not a problem. When the door opened and I saw the stage, all I saw was the Ado box, dubbed by the fans. A metal cage, and besides it was the instrument used from her team. And when the lights dimmed and I first saw Ado, she opened with New Genesis, made for the One Piece film Red anime. I shed a tear hearing her amazing voice and range, and then realizing someone I hold so dearly to my heart and relate to is right in front of my face. And seeing so many others beside me share the same love is amazing. And when it was over, I felt empty, and so many others on the Discord server share the same thoughts, with many having a bucket list ticked and left clueless on what to do next. And many flooded in with depressive and some even suicidal thoughts, as their life purpose was that concert. Afterwards, I continued supporting Ado with keeping up to date with any news she released on social media platform, Twitter, YouTube, and more, and even asked my friends on his trip to Japan to help me get some of the merchandise to save on the shipping fees. As I watched her live broadcast of her 22nd birthday stream, she announced her next live tour, Hibana, and a collaborative song with Hatsune Miku. Sakura Bioli and the Time Machine. Fan effects and theories. Henry Jenkins is a media scholar who developed the theory of fandom in 1990s. His theory posits that fans are active participants in creation and consumption of media, and that they play a key role in the relationship between audience and producers. And fans are the active participant. They are not just passive consumers, but they are creative, critical, and socially connected. They create their own interpretations of media and may write fan fiction, cosplay, or post their own theories online. Users and gratification. Blummer and Katz wrote the users and gratification theory based on 4 ideas. Diversion. Many fans use media as a form of diversion to escape from the everyday life, and others' screams and anger to escape from the conventional societal norms is a perfect example on the application of users and gratification. Second, personal relationship. The online forums, Reddit, and Discord are perfect example as it demonstrates a sense of community where fans can share their own cover, merch, cosplays, and more on the online forums. Third, personal identity. Relating with Ado's idea and forming an identity that resonates with her persona is what fans will do. They may relate to Ado's strong anger towards not conforming to societal rules and hence form an identity based on the persona. Fourth, surveillance or information. Fans will make wiki and online forums to discuss and to learn more about Ado, and through online social media platforms such as Twitter, YouTube, and more to learn more about the history of their favorite artists. Here we can see an example of an obsessive fan in one of Ado's Reddit. They first started listening to Ado with the song Usawa during the quarantine period, and despite being bullied and facing rejection in elementary school, which really hurt them, they felt like Usawa resonated with them. And they even started talking to Ado, a fictional character made by an AI, and that quickly fell into thoughts of the AI being real. However, they uninstalled the app and thinking it was stupid and not healthy and started to change for a better. Interview. The aim of the interview is to find out how fans of masked idols react differently, if any, to those who show their faces, and their participation in fan culture. The statistics. This interview targeted listeners of masked idols with a sample size of 3, and it is with open-ended questions. Number 1 and 2, engagement with Japan masked idols. This question is targeted to whether the respondent felt any different with faceless idols to those who show their faces, and it has concluded in that they felt the same way, as they focus on the music more, and they also appreciate or support them that if the artist doesn't show their face, it gives them more privacy as well as an opportunity for introverts to perform in a larger stage. And while being masked is sometimes an interesting form of expression, and it might not be as expressive as the same way as performing as yourself, it gives them more confidence. They also think that the music itself portrays better when the idol is masked, as it makes you focus more on the music. And one respondent said that they fell in love with Ado with the song Usawa because of her impeccable use of dynamics along with a combo of techniques that would otherwise be impossible for others to emulate, and not to mention that she can sing with so much power and emotion. Questions 3 and 4. Thoughts about masked idols. The respondent agreed in the same conclusion, actually, with that they respect that these masked idols mostly do not show their faces because of privacy of their life, and they support it, and that it can offer some advantages such as giving more reassurance to performers who uses them, and it also shows a different persona tailored to their taste, and offers some comfort to their audience that they will not actually see them for the performance who are not fond of it, and it offers some protection to the users from a security perspective too. Most of the performers are from Japan, and the country experienced a stalking epidemic. Using a different virtual persona do not use or refer to any of the real life details, and our identities will throw stalkers and other people malicious intent off the track. Fandom participation. Questions 5 and 6. Both respondents agreed on that they have some sort of participation in fandom, although despite one being more hesitant on it, as they believe that fans can get too obsessive and stagnant, and it can sour the experience into artist music when hyperfans are incredibly annoying online, and that they don't involved in buying merch or fan arts, but they feel like it's higher quality when the idol is masked or a VTuber artist. And another also agreed on this idea, as that some fans are too obsessive, and it's a general mixed experience, as it's composed by different people with different age, genders, and belief. Some are chill and casual, while others are rather extreme and in some cases obsessive. There is a sense of community in most part across multiple fandoms they're in. People are always sharing thoughts and ideas, passing them off to each other, most of the time including themselves. And they are casual when it comes to appreciating art and cosplay by fans of certain entities, and they would give comments from time to time, but the creation is not their thing. Conclusion. We can see that there's a shift into Japan accepting masked idols, and this idea is not new to them, with the Vocaloid software's VTuber concert, masked idols hitting the top charts and into the most popular and recognized anime, One Piece, and doing openings and ending songs for famous anime like Spy Family, Chainsaw Man, Dan Da Dan, and video games like Lost Judgment from the Like a Dragon franchise. This shift has also begun in the West, with more VTuber agency from America, the Hololive English channel, and the Ado concept being sold out worldwide in February, despite opening for sale in December. She also fulfilled her wish with performing in the largest stage in Japan, Japan National Stadium, who gathered 140,000 fans over 2 days, and became the first female solo artist to ever hold a solo concert at that stadium. And just announced today, the Hololive star Hoshimashi Soisei has also announced her concert in the Japan National Stadium, which is the first VTuber on the stadium. Therefore, we can see that the effect of VTubers and masked idol is significant in Japan, and that they are accepting it, and I'm sure there will be more to come.